Everybody wants to be among those who are called the quote unquote also rans, those who came in second or somewhere else down the line. No one wants to finish somewhere outside of first place. Hi, this is Barry Phillips with 10-Minute Torah. Day number 1 of the Torah portion, Naso. Naso meaning to lift up, in particular to lift up the head. We are in the book of Bamidbar, or Numbers, chapter number 4, and it says in verse 21 and 22, and Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, take a census also of the sons of Gershon by their father's house, by their clans. Coming in second. I don't do well with that. I've had a recent experience. At the time of this recording, it's been a long day. It's been Shavuot. We have danced and blown the shofar and waved the loaves of challah. We have fellowshiped. We have feasted. We have thanked the Father for bringing us to the day of fulfillment of the counting of the Omer. We have celebrated His faithfulness. We've heard testimonies of Yah's goodness. It's been a long but productive and good day. I've also had a little bit of an opportunity to relax and enjoy some time of fellowship, play some cards with some friends, in which I didn't win. Playing cards or playing any games, even checkers, for me personally, it's not for fun. It's to win. I don't know how to play games pretty much for fun. I play to win, and when I don't win, it bugs me. I want to come in first. Don't we all? You don't want to finish in the middle of the pack. Rav Shul talked about we all run a race as to win, so run and prepare so you can win the prize. But here in this text, it says, Yah says to Moshe, hey, also count the sons of Gershon. What that means is he's already counted someone else, in particular here, the sons of Kohath. He's already counted them first. Now, as a secondary step, as an afterthought, perhaps in our opinion, Yah says, oh, and by the way, also count the sons of Gershon. How does that make Gershon feel? Second, an afterthought, someone who didn't finish first, lesser than. The reality is that when you study the genealogy, Gershon is the older of the sons, and yet Kohath, a younger son, was counted first and given the privilege of carrying the set-apart furnishings of Yah's house, including the Ark of the Covenant. Gershon doesn't get that. They get tapestries and veils and curtains and coverings and such. And a very important job. It has to be done. Someone needs to do this job, and they are tasked with that. On the other far end of that spectrum, and this consideration might be those, I'm just glad to be here. I'm just glad that the Father knows my name. If I'm coming in last place, at least I'm included. Hallelujah. For folks that are geared and wired like myself, that just doesn't cut it. I don't want to come in last. Where there is a wave of Yah's glory, His movement, His work, if this is the wave, I know that there's a frayed edge out here on the very front edge where water is kind of flowing off. That's where I like to camp out. I want to be on the cutting edge the very keen cutting edge of things. And Yah has not always allowed me to do that. Sometimes I find myself kind of back here in the middle somewhere. And it bugs me. I don't want to be also. Now, this is me talking, and this is about me and stuff that I deal with. But let's ask a very important question. For those in this audience that you struggle with placement and inclusion and where you fit in the scheme of things, and the realization that sometimes, or maybe we should even say oftentimes, others seem to be preferred before you. And you want to lead, you want to be out front, you want to try to help, you want to take significant steps for others to follow, but you seem to be relegated to the middle of the pack. Let me ask you a very important question. This is a question for all of us. Do you actually believe that Yah loves other people more than you? Do you actually believe that? Is it possible that the Father loves someone else more than you because he used them first or at some point before you? And because you're somewhere down the line, that it goes through your head, he must not love me as much as he loves them. This is a question that can very easily and very understandably come to your mind. I understand that. I've thought that. The answer is no. It's not that the Father loves someone else more than you. He is not saying to Gershon, I love Kohath more than you, therefore I gave him a preferred position. Hey, Gershon, look around. Your other brother, Merari, he's carrying the heavy load, the boards, the timbers, the sockets, the bars. This is heavy grunt work. Does he love you more than he loves Merari? The truth is, Yah knows what he can trust each individual with. There are those who have an ability to rise up, move first, and do that initial work. But there are also dare I say, even more important people who know how to pick up afterwards that which the first wave couldn't carry, because it needed to be swift of foot, it needed to move ahead, it needed to find the path, it needed to discern the next steps. The heavier loads are left for those that follow after. And so Yah loves those that have been given extra strength, extra ability, extra endurance, the extra qualities that enable them to pick up that which was not available to the first wave, because now the second wave is moving, and third wave is moving, and the fourth wave is moving. The reality is also this: those who followed with Yeshua, Yochanan and Kepha and Matthew and Yaakov and all of those guys, he loved them dearly, but no more than he loves us. They're the first wave. But the heavier grunt work has been left to us. And he so loves us, he said, but I'm going to count you too. It's not count you also as in second class, but count you too because you're also very important, and I will not forget you. So be reminded you're important today and counted, and He loves you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, shalom.